Hello everyone, welcome back. This is 1940, turn 8 for Japan. Japan has been losing a little bit of ground and they got declared war on by Russia last turn. So let's see what they got in the works to try and at least stage a comeback here. Alright, purchases. Japan is buying 5 infantry, 2 tanks, and a battleship. And they got a couple battles going on. One battle, they're taking all their forces and they're going to attack the British 9th Army in Yunnan. This tank and fighter are coming. This tank is blitzing from Shanghai and coming down to attack Guangxi, along with a fighter to escort it. The repaired Kido Butai, along with a fighter, are coming down here to deal with the Anzac Squadron off of Hainan Island. And then up here, a combined ground and amphibious operation is going to be launched to try and liberate Korea from the Soviets. So I think maybe we'll start with the battle in Korea first. So let's see here. Whoops. Got all of this going in. I'll quickly get this set up. Oh, I forgot that artillery. Fighters, 2 tacticals for 4. And the Russians have all of this. Okay, so we have the battle. I think the Japanese will get a shore bombardment from a cruiser for 3. Ooh, and they hit. I think I will take it on. I guess I'll take it on one of the Russian anti-aircraft guns. Okay, so now pre-combat, the Russians have an anti-aircraft gun for 3 rolls. So it will target both tactical bombers and one fighter. So let's do this. We'll do the 2 tactical bombers first. Misses, and then one of the fighters. Misses. Okay, so now we can go into combat. So the Japanese have 7 for 1. Nothing. Whoops. Then they got 2 for 2. Still nothing. 2 tanks and 2 fighters for 3, so 4 for 3. 2. And then 2 tacticals for 4. And they got 1. Okay, so the Russians... Alright, the Russians will fire back with 10 for 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the first 5, and then the next 5. That's 2 more. Okay, so let's see here. Alright, let me see here. Alright, the Russians still have a few units left. So Japan will probably we'll try another round. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3. 3 for 1. We got a hit. 2 for 2. Hit. Then we got the 4 for 3. 3 hits. That's not bad. And then the 2 for 4. 1 hit. Okay, then the Russians will defend with 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. Yeah, they had. Yeah. The Russians had 7. So 7. No, they had 10. They lost 2. Right? Yeah, they lost 2. So they have 8. 8 for... The Russians have 8 for 2. Ooh, another 3. They're doing pretty... The Russians are doing pretty well for themselves. And then 3 more. Plus another 1. Okay, let's clear out the battle quick. Okay, the Japanese are left with artillery, 2 tanks, and 4 aircraft against 3 Soviet infantry. So yeah, we'll definitely win this last fight. So we might as well just keep on a-trucking. All right, so 1 artillery for 2. Ooh, hit. The 2 tanks, or the 2 tanks and 2 fighters for 3. And that's all of it. So then the Russians will shoot back 3 for 2. Maybe they'll get lucky. And they do not. All right, so Korea. So Russia's gamble in Korea did not pay off. And it gave the Japanese another factory over there. But the Russians were also planning to use it as a distraction for the Japanese fleet, just so that way the Americans could get the Americans would get probably an extra turn of preparation for their forces off of Midway before any major Japanese attacks came. All right, so that is Korea. Next, we will go to. I guess we'll go to the battle off of Hainan Island, where really the Japanese battleship is the only thing that's rolling. So, battleship for 4 hits. The destroyer misses. Alright, so the Anzac fleet off of Hainan Island is destroyed. The Kido Butai moves in. Alright, then we'll go to the battle in Kwangsi, a tank and a fighter versus an infantry, which we'll just roll all that together. Nothing for both sides, alright? Again. And there's the hit. Alright, so the Anzacs lose Kwangsi. That goes back to Japan. So this goes back to Japan with 1 tank. And this fighter, I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it in a minute. Alright, and then for the big battle. So, let's see here. The Anzac card, or the FEC card, and then I'll set up the Japanese. A lot of 3s and 4s. A lot of 3s and 4s. Or actually, 3. Yep. Okay. Okay, and the FEC has 2 anti-aircraft guns that will get to fire 6 shots. So, let's Let's see what the FEC anti-aircraft guns can do first. Maybe they'll get some. Maybe there'll be some luck on their side. Oh, that's 5. That's 1. So 1 Japanese fighter is dead, and 1 more. And that's it. All right, not too many air losses. Okay, so the Japanese have 6 in tanks with another 4 and 2 fighters and 2 tacticals, so that's going to be 10 for 3. Whoops, that was a 3, so that's 2. And another roll. That's another 2 hits. And then I gotta roll 1 more because I just realized that. And that's another hit. So because I just realized that initially I had 3 fighters covering 3 tacticals, but 1 got shot down, so 1 of the tacticals had to move over. And then we got 2 tacticals and 2 strategic bombers for 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, shoot, that's the entire FEC 4. Well, no, actually no. We'll take out the 2 anti-aircraft guns. Okay, so the FEC will be left with 2 tanks, but alright, for their shots back, they have 6 for 2. So 1 hit. That's another hit. And then 2 for 3. No hits. All right. Okay. The FEC's not doing too hot now. I bet they're missing their fighters for the defense right now. All right, so we'll go again. All right, so they have 4 tanks. So they have 9. 9 for 3. All right, that's the 2. That's the last of the tanks. And the FEC will roll back. 1 more hit. All right, so the Japanese succeed in defeating the 9th Commonwealth Army in Yan'an, and they take it with a pitiful force, though, of 3 tanks. So that's 1 more IPC. Yep. Japan's climbing back up the pole again. Alright, so now to non-combats. So here's what we're going to do. Alright, so let's see here. Pretty much everyone mostly came from here, so 1. Alright, what I want to do is I want to take at least a couple planes. And let's see here. I made a mistake here. Yep, I made a mistake, but okay. Shoot, I made a mistake. I accidentally included a plane that wasn't supposed to be in that battle. But I don't know if I should re-roll the whole battle again. No, I won't re-roll the whole battle. It ended the way it did. So we'll just go with that. If anything, we'll do a penalty. Well, you know what? We'll do a penalty roll. It wasn't supposed to be there. So, we'll have the FEC do a penalty roll for, I don't know. We'll do a penalty roll, half and half. 1 to 3, an extra fighter is killed. because it wasn't supposed to be there. Because it obviously hit a unit that it you know, wouldn't have. So yeah, we'll roll for one more Anzac unit, and we'll see the outcome. Okay, so not the fighter, but an extra tank is dead. So that battle was actually even more bloody for the Japanese trying to break in than it should have been. Okay, so anyways, all right, so now back to the non-combats. So what I want to do is these two fighters. All right, so these two fighters will come to the Kido Butai. Let me see here. And then two. Yeah, no. We're just going to bring two fighters back to the Kido Butai. And then over here in China, all the aircraft are going to come back to... Oh, no, they can't land in Guangxi. They will come to Hunan and land here as a safe bet. Okay, so I think that's all the non-combats this turn. Yeah, that's all the non-combats. So now we can deploy. So while we're in China, Japan's going to deploy 3 infantry at Shanghai. And then over in Japan, Japan will deploy a battleship. And then 2 infantry and 2 tanks. Alright, and then at the end of the turn, Japan has no strategic bonuses, but they do collect 47 at the end. 47, and they save 1, so Japan will have 48 for next turn. So that is the end of Japan, and we will kick it over to the United States. So until then, guys, take care.